Three, two, one.
Hi, this is Craig Proctor, and welcome to the Craig Proctor Real Estate Show. Today from Florida, my special guests and longtime clients are Jeremy Dysch and Josie Mittleman. They're in Palm Beach County, Florida, and welcome to the Craig Proctor Real Estate Show.
Thanks, Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Okay, guys, so let's just start at the beginning, I guess. How did you find me? And what was happening in your business back then? And in contrast, what's going on right now? Who would like to go first?
That's a Jeremy story.
Sure. Yeah, that's a really good opening question, Craig. So the interesting history, if you can call it interesting, is I first came across your system in a box. So that's got to go back probably about 15 years before all of this technology. And at the time, I was a solo agent, doing a reasonable amount of business, but doing it all by myself, getting burnt out. And unfortunately, I never implemented the system first time around. I was too busy being in my business. I didn't have time to work on my business. But then about 3 years ago, business was really good, but I was, again, super burnt out. Had enough of the industry. And I said to Josie, hey, we just got an invite again to a Craig Proctor webinar. I want you to take a look with me. Because what had happened was I had said to Josie that, yeah, I'm busy. My phone is ringing nonstop. It's obnoxious. And I honestly was so burnt out. I said to Josie, unless I can find a different way of us doing real estate, I'm done. I'm looking for something else. And it wasn't because we weren't doing a whole bunch of business. Okay, but I just couldn't, I'd had enough, I couldn't cope. So fast forward here now, we are almost 3 years in the system. We started in your basic coaching. Josie turned around to me very quickly and said, you know what, we need to move up this ladder as quick as we can. We can't do it quick enough in the basic coaching. So then we jumped to platinum within a couple of months. And then later on that year, we went to titanium, and which was scary, really scary, because I really didn't think we were ready for it. And then we took an even bigger plunge and we opened a Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty brokerage, which had its first year anniversary just a few days ago, which for anybody that knows how difficult staying in business is as a small business is, I mean, it's just amazing. So we are in a very, very different position. Our business has gone up. My involvement has gone from being a personal producer to doing much more of the sales management, kind of cherry picking the deals that I want to do, if I want to do them. So we've done a 180-degree turnaround in our business. It's not been easy. It's been a lot of work. I finally feel that almost 3 years into it, I'm finally starting to make the connections between all the systems and everything else. Didn't happen overnight for whatever those reasons are, but I'm finally feeling we got this thing, and yeah, we're in a different position.
Let's bring Josie into this. Anything you want to add, first of all, to what Jeremy just had to say?
Yeah, the one thing that Jeremy doesn't know was that as soon as he introduced me to the system and I met Todd, and Todd shared with me the YHSGR model, I was like, okay, Todd, give me 9 months and I'll get Jeremy there. That was January. And by August, we had signed up. So 2 days ago, we celebrated our 1 year anniversary owning a Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty branch. And we're just really excited to be part of the CP family.
And for those watching who may not be familiar with Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, this is a brokerage that we offer, a broker owner level, where Jeremy and Josie have the intellectual property. They have a license to open the brokerage and share all the Craig Proctor intellectual property within their company and for their agents. And we were talking before we got started here about how they recruit agents and what they provide agents. And, most brokerages, they would say, well, if you come over here, we'll give you some leads or we'll give you some training. Well, first of all, we know leads are very difficult to reach. It's expensive. The training at most companies, not good. Sometimes it never happens at all. So the way it works at Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty is when you partner up with them as a real estate agent, We don't give you leads. We actually give you listing appointments and buyer appointments, as many as you can handle. And you just heard Jeremy talk about, he got kind of burnt out trying to do it the traditional way. Selling real estate the traditional way, if you're successful at it, is very difficult. Not that it can't be done, but many people lose all their freedom. They are basically in a financial trap where they're making a lot of money, but they have no free time to, like, the money is good, but they have no free time to enjoy themselves. So this opportunity is for all of you that want to make more money and you want to work more of a normal work week instead of 70 or 80 hours a week. So basically, you will go out to listing appointments and buyer appointments. Okay, you don't have to pay for any leads. You don't have to worry about the marketing. That's what Jeremy and Josie take care of. They're experts at marketing to get motivated and qualified buyers and sellers to contact you. That's what they focus on. The other thing they focus on is when you partner up with them, they spend an enormous amount of time and energy coaching you and training you. Now, they're very motivated to do that because obviously the more money you make, the more money they make. So there's a financial incentive for everybody here to do well. Now, what is this intellectual property? You'll probably notice the name of the company is Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. And many of you know my story. From 3 years of getting my license, within 36 months, I became the #1 RE/MAX agent in the entire world. And one of the things that I did that was very unique that I brought into the industry was the guaranteed sale program, right? Where if a buyer moves up and they buy one of our listings, we'll actually buy their home. Okay, it's a guaranteed sale in writing up front and for a reasonable amount. If it wasn't a reasonable amount, nobody would take the guarantee. Now, when we give a client the guarantee, we list their home and we try to sell it for more than the guarantee, which happens 99% of the time. So our clients always get the highest offer, whether it's our upfront written guarantee, right, or a superior offer from an outside buyer. They always get the highest offer. We don't want to buy the house, but we are offering an insurance policy so our clients don't get stuck owning 2 homes. This allows them, when they see a house they like, to make a cash offer. It doesn't have to be conditional on the sale of their home. So it's a very attractive offer. Buyers and sellers love it. And it's a huge lead magnet, okay, because we are truly offering what buyers and sellers want. Now, in addition to the guaranteed sale program, we offer buyers and sellers all kinds of really important information about the home buying and home selling process. And you're going to find Jeremy and Josie, you'll see them on social media all over the place, not just saying, hey, we're real estate agents, but actually sharing really helpful information to buyers and sellers. So in their community, buyers and sellers know who they are, but they also understand what makes them different and better. So this is working so well. We're at this point where they need to expand the team. Okay. They've got the opposite problem. Most agents don't have enough business. They can scale it up. They can turn up the marketing or turn down the marketing. If they turn it up, they're going to need more people to handle these listing appointments and buyer appointments. Now, Jeremy, as I say this, it almost sounds too good to be true. And I can imagine real estate agents in Palm Beach County watching this right now might be thinking, well, it does sound too good to be true. But that's how this actually works. It's a brokerage that has a unique selling proposition in its name. We tell the entire world, this isn't like a Century 21 or a RE/MAX with a balloon. It's like, hey, buy any of our homes, we'll guarantee the sale of your house. We'll give you a cash offer on the home. So this is just one of many, many things that we do. And we are looking for talented realtors. Okay. If you're motivated and if you're coachable and you want to make a lot of money, then you want to reach out to Jeremy and or Josie. And we put your contact information below. But Jeremy, is that the best way for realtors in Palm Beach County to have a conversation with you?
Sure, yeah. And that's my cell phone, which is area code 561-351-6843.
You can also find us on social media. I do lots of videos talking about how we run our business and what benefits you have for joining our team. So if you follow me on any social media platform, whether it's X, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, you're going to learn a lot about what our team does and what we champion and what we can do to improve your career in the real estate industry.
Now, if you're watching this and you say, okay, well, that's great, but I'm not in Palm Beach County, then what you want to do is contact me. So if you're not in Jeremy and Josie's marketplace in Palm Beach County, Florida, you're somewhere else in Florida, somewhere else in the United States or Canada, and you've heard of me and you realize that I've created more millionaire agents than either coach or trainer. And the millionaire agents I create, I actually do create them. I know some trainers take an agent that's already making millions of dollars and take credit for that. No, we actually start people off from pretty modest beginnings. Jeremy and Josie, you've met our realtors. Some of them were in bankruptcy or were in a very tough place when they started with us. And ironically, I find those are my best students. I find my best students come to me and maybe they're in a tough spot in their life. Or like Jeremy says, he was kind of sick and tired of being sick and tired. And Jeremy's like, oh, I'm going to give this one last shot. We'll try this Craig Proctor guy. And if this doesn't work, maybe I'll get out of real estate. Maybe I'll find something else to do. Those are very common stories that I hear over and over again. And I take my position very seriously because this is your livelihood. And so I'm very fortunate that I had this early success in real estate. And I realized very quickly, as I started to share what I was doing, this approach, this system with other agents, that if they did exactly what I was doing, they were getting the same results. So I had this epiphany. I realized, well, my success really had nothing to do with Craig Proctor, the person, had everything to do with this systematic approach that I used. And when I talk about systems, what am I referring to? We provide you a lead generation system. Okay, this is not cold calling or door knocking or chasing people. We implement direct response marketing. I was the first person to bring direct response marketing into real estate. If you're not sure what direct response means, by virtue of its name, you run one of these campaigns and you're going to get an immediate direct response. We're really focusing on what it is that buyers and sellers want. And you heard Josie a minute ago, and Jeremy as well. They take this message to social media. Okay, they are letting everyone in the marketplace know who they are, but most importantly, providing really helpful information, educational marketing, really. So when the marketing system works, you need a conversion system. Okay, so a lot of you watching this right now, you buy leads, maybe you buy leads from Zillow or Realtor, or you're door knocking or whatever they told you to do. Because you have a system. I suppose everyone watching this has some sort of thing that you do, probably because when you got into real estate, that's what they told you to do, or you looked around at everyone else and you just copied what they were doing. That's very typical. But we have to think, is there probably a better way to do this? Imagine if this is true. Imagine if you inexpensively and automatically could generate buyers and sellers that are actually calling you. And those were coming in pretty good numbers. Here's what you would do in the beginning. You would do what Jeremy and Josie attempted to do, which is to go out on all the appointments yourself. And in the beginning, that's exactly what you should do. But you're going to get to a point where the number of appointments, if the marketing is working as well as I suggest, and it does, the number of appointments exceed your time. Okay. And we certainly don't want anyone here working 80 hours a week or having health problems or getting a divorce or whatever. Real estate done the wrong way can make somebody a lot of money, but ruin their life. So the solution is we need to leverage ourselves. And so once you've leveraged yourself with marketing and that business is coming in, we need to have automatic systems to convert the leads. So automated emails and text messages and videos where you basically are telling the buyers and sellers what it is that you do. And what happens is not all of them, but a good number of buyers and sellers are going to call you for help. Okay, so this is where all of you come in, because these are listing appointments and buyer appointments. I'm going to repeat this again. We are not giving you leads. You don't need us for leads. You go buy them from Zillow or whatever, you go cold call. When you buy the leads, you probably noticed no one's answering the phone anyway, right? So you can call as many as you can, buy as many as you want. Probably many of you watching this have hundreds or thousands of leads in your database right now that you can't reach. So it's very important that our marketing works the way we suggest here to get the buyers and sellers to call us, because we can't call them. We can call them, but they won't answer the phone. Now, the listing appointment is a system. Okay, this might sound kind of boring, but we have figured out, we've cracked the code on what the best listing presentation is. Okay, what the beginning looks like, the middle looks like, the end looks like. So it might sound kind of boring, but what we want you to do is say exactly the same things in the same order over and over and over again to get the same results. Okay, so I think all of you would agree, yeah, there probably is a best way. It's probably, a best methodology to this. Is probably good things to say and good things not to say. Well, I spent, 20 years figuring out the best approach with sellers and buyers, and I created a system. The reason I created a system originally is because I wanted to give my listing presentation system to the agents that worked with me. So for my team members, they could be as good as I was at the list. And as soon as they get the same result as you, you're free. So that's what Jeremy and Josie have done. They've, in essence, they've cloned themselves. So they spend all kinds of time with their team members, making sure it's all the details, the minutia, making sure they're doing this properly, and that they're coming back to the office with a signed listing agreement, not a story, not an excuse about why they didn't get the listing. We also teach you how to get the highest fee. Okay. Price is only an issue in the absence of value. So we show you how to be so good on that listing appointment. A couple things happen. Number one, the sellers want to work with you and only with you. And number two, they're actually willing to pay you more money than the other agents have been speaking to. Okay. We do the same thing with the buyer side. Now, with the buyer side, I hope and I suggest that all of you are getting a buyer agency agreement signed before you run around with a bunch of buyers. Because if you're going to run around a bunch of buyers and after weeks and weeks and weeks, they end up buying a home without you, you kind of got only yourself to blame. Now, I think most of you would agree this is a good idea. Some of you may not know how to do it. And you've also been watching the news lately. The fact that RE/MAX and some of the big companies, I think RE/MAX was sued recently for $55 million. And they've agreed that we're not going to mandate that the sellers have to pay a commission to the buyer agent. So we see what's happening here, which is the buyer commissions are going to go away. And rightly so. I mean, why is the seller being forced to pay for the agent that represents the buyer, right? If you went to court, you wouldn't pay your lawyer and the lawyer that was representing opposing counsel. So it never did make sense. But anyway, where am I going with this? You need to learn how to attract the buyers, and you're going to have to learn how to negotiate your fee, your commission, how you get paid directly with the buyer. Okay, well, we're years and years ahead of that. The reason we did this years and years ago is when we represented a buyer, we were just tired of accepting whatever was being offered by the listing agent or the seller. So we started negotiating our own fee. So there's a lot of things that you're going to learn here. Okay. And what I'd recommend is all good things start with a conversation. That's it. You can be skeptical about this, and just stay skeptical and stay where you are. But if you're still watching this, we're like 20 minutes into this, and you're watching this because you're curious, I would recommend that you contact Jeremy or Josie or both, and just Google them and start to watch their stuff online. Start to watch them on social media. What's great about this is prospects in Palm Beach County even though they've never met Jeremy or Josie, they perhaps have never met them, they feel like they know them because they're coming into their home every day. Okay. They're in their phone. They might not be answering their phone, but Jeremy and Josie know how to get in their phone on social media where people are watching. So I'd start to do some research, pick up the phone, give them a call and say, is this for real? Can I inexpensively and automatically generate as much business as I want? Yeah, if you know how to do it, if you know what buyers and sellers really want, and if you understand direct response marketing, we teach you exactly how to do it. We lay it all out. Now, if you're not in Palm Beach County, if you're not in Jeremy or Josie's marketplace, and you'd like to book a breakthrough call with me and my team, okay, it's a breakthrough call. It's not a sales pitch. Okay. We're not trying to sell you anything. We would talk to you about your business, what you're doing. We'd ask you a whole bunch of questions about what you're doing and why you do it that way, right? You have a reason why you do it that way. And then we'll give you some suggestions on different approaches, things for you to think about, things that you could try that would better help you reach your goals. And if what we say to you makes sense, then you might want to move forward and have us coach you up on how to do this. But there's no obligation to do this. I promise everybody that if you do book a call with us, you'll all walk away with some really good information, even if you don't move forward and do anything with us. Here's how you book that call with me and my team. You go to proctorcall.com. So just type into your browser, my name, Proctor Call, no space, proctorcall.com. And when you go to proctorcall.com, you're going to see my Acuity day timer. You book a time and a day that's convenient for you, that's available. And it'll take about 40 minutes. We'll do it over Zoom because we want to show you a few things, just like we're doing now. Now, this presentation, okay, is a presentation. And you'll notice that Jeremy and myself and Josie, we didn't need to come to your kitchen table to do this presentation, did we? So this is what we teach you to do. Every day, Josie is doing a presentation to thousands and thousands of Florida homeowners and buyers in Palm Beach County. Now, lots of people could say, well, I go onto social media too. Yes, but it's what she says. It's not just, oh, I'm on social media and people know me. A lot of people think that. Well, a lot of real estate agents think, well, you know, if I create an awareness and everybody knows who I am, when they're ready to buy or sell real estate, they're just going to call me. Well, we all know that that's not necessarily true because we've all had people we know quite well, friends and relatives. They knew us, but they dealt with another real estate agent. So, Jeremy, let's go back to you. What are your goals here for this year, for 2023? What's left of it? What are you really trying to do here, goal-wise, and what are your opportunities to do that?
Well, in no particular order, we definitely want to keep growing the business. We have specific numbers that, you know, Todd and Kristen help us model. I mean, that's the business side of the coaching. So we want to keep the growth going. We want to get our agents continuing to excel. And if I can actually just like comment on a couple of things there. I mean, we've got two solid examples that are like poster children for what's going on. We had a new agent who joined us who had no experience in the industry. She had 32 closings her first year with us, all from, I think she had one personal transaction. Everything else came from appointments. And then we have another rock star who joined us, absolutely brand new, just got her license. Last month, she had 6 closings.
Amazing.
Now, I'm saying that because the doom and gloom that we hear across the industry, you would think nobody's ever going to buy or sell a house again for a whole variety of reasons. Yet we've got 2 people here that are rising head and shoulder above the crowd because they're following a system.
It's really nice when you get your first couple of outside sales agents that are doing really well in the system, because it makes it easier, Jeremy, for you to hire the next one and the next one.
Absolutely.
Because, you know, you can point to the 2 superstars that you have and say, you know, exhibit A, here they are.
Absolutely.
You know, go talk to them. This is exactly as we describe it. Feel free talk to them. They're making more money than they've ever made, and they have a pretty good life. Imagine real estate agents. Imagine, honestly, that's all you had to do was go from listing appointment to listing appointment to list. You didn't have to you didn't have to spend your money on lead generation. You didn't have to call the leads. When you get the listing, you don't have to stick the sign on, get the keys cut, install the key box, make the feature sheet. You don't have to do any of that. It's all done for you. All you're doing is the thing you love. The reason you got into real estate is to meet with qualified buyers and sellers. That is how this works. So that's how we're able to recruit great agents, is we actually give them exactly what they want inside the real estate industry. Let's bring you into this, Josie. You've been pretty quiet here. What do you want to add to this conversation?
So what I want to add is we strive to be the best place to buy and sell real estate. So we want to be the best place to work to buy and sell real estate, but we also want to be the best place for our customers to buy and sell real estate. And we're really excited to be part of the CP team and to do that. I also love the fact that we're part of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. So if we ever have an issue with the business, we can always go to one of our coaches or somebody else who owns a Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty branch, and we can ask our questions and see how that's working. And it's a really nice family. So anybody who's coming to join our team, it's not dog eat dog world. It's just not. We're a family. We're all there for each other. We support each other. And that is a big difference in the real estate industry, and something that Jeremy and I are super proud of.
I'm really glad that you mentioned the network of people inside the Craig Proctor system, because that's as big a benefit, or bigger than anything else, is the superstars that we attract inside the Craig Proctor world. Jeremy and Josie, you've become best friends with these members. You talk to them all the time. Any issue or problem you have, someone in our group has been there before. They've solved the problem. And likewise, you help others, when they have issues as well. So it's a great network. And everybody inside of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty meets often. We have regular training sessions to make sure that everybody is improving. So again, I'm going to encourage you, if you want to do some research on this, just Google any of us. Okay. Now that's what your clients are doing. Understand? If Jeremy and Josie and I wanted to go out for dinner and we'd never been to the restaurant before, we're probably just going to go to Google. We're going to check it out. And that's where the real estate search begins. It begins online. So everyone should be Googling themselves. Mystery shop yourself. Pretend that you're a buyer or you're a seller, and Google real estate in your area, Google your name, and see what comes up. So we help you with your online presence. It used to be that the seller would think, okay, who am I going to list my house with? And they would maybe interview 2 or 3 agents, at their kitchen table. And we see less and less of that happening, especially with younger folks. They're researching the heck out of anything, whether it be a car, a high ticket item, or maybe even what restaurant they're going to go to. They're researching everything. So it's how you show up online. Okay. Are you sharing online what you do and what makes you different and better? Okay. Or do I need to meet with you at the kitchen table to find out who you are and what you do and what makes you different? So I want everyone to think about whatever you would do and say when you're face to face with a real buyer or seller. That should be online. That should be on your Facebook business page. That video should be on your YouTube channel, LinkedIn. You have to have this mindset that you may not get to the kitchen table. I mentioned earlier, prospects aren't answering the phone. We know that. I mean, the funny thing is, when we try to call a real estate agents don't even answer the phone, and they're in real estate. They should be answering the phone. But you real estate agents know what I'm talking about. We don't like it when, we get people calling us. So our prospects are no different. So what is the solution? The solution is, when prospects Google you, when they do research, you need to come up, you need to be there, and you need to do a really good job on video presenting who you are and what you do and what you've got for them, just like we're doing right now. Okay, thousands of agents will watch this interview. And yeah, you didn't need to call us. We didn't need to call you. We didn't need to come over to your kitchen table to tell you what this is all about. So this is what we teach you to do. Is first of all, you got to have some pretty big benefits. You got to have something to talk about. You know, we can't say, well, here's what makes me different and better. And then you really got nothing important that makes you different and better. So we coach you up on, what do you got? Now, do you have something that buyers and sellers really, really want? Right? That's the other important thing is some agents think they have something and they have really nothing. You know, they're talking about, well, you know, I've lived in Palm Beach County for 17 years. Yeah, nobody cares about that, right? You better have some big benefits for buyers and sellers, okay? And we teach you how to lay all this out. Now, if this works, okay, once you get this marketing up and going, you're probably going to wonder, where the heck were all these buyers and sellers? They've always been there. Okay, they've always been there. There may be realtors in your marketplace, and you look at them, and maybe they're more successful. They're selling more houses than you. And you look at that realtor and you say, you know what? I don't get it. I'm a better realtor than that person. It's marketing. It's marketing. The person with the best marketing wins. So you are in the marketing business first. You know, Jeremy and Josie, when I first got into real estate, I thought, you know, if I'm a good agent, I know all the rules, and I care about my clients, and I work really hard, well, that should be enough, right? Nope. Nobody was calling me. I was all those things, and nobody's. In fact, there's thousands and thousands of real estate agents that are being forced out of the business, are struggling right now. And they're good agents, and they do care about their business, and they're ethical, and they know all the rules. So we're in the marketing business first, right? Probably in your area, there's a restaurant that has really great food. It's a hole-in-the-wall restaurant. And when you go there, the food is great. But because people, they don't have marketing, they're maybe not in a great location, some of these little restaurants that have great food go out of business. Meanwhile, there might be a franchise restaurant around the corner, busy street, better location, they've got better marketing, the food's crummy, the service is crummy, and they stay in business, right? Not fair. Well, it's the same thing in real estate. I struggled the first year in real estate. Now, a miracle happened, right? 24 months later, I'm the #1 agent in the world for RE/MAX. I'm selling 400, 500, 600 homes a year, every single year for 15 years. I'm the same guy. I'm in the same marketplace. What changed? The marketing changed. I became a student of this. So here's the important takeaway. Everything that you want to do in real estate, it's already been done by me. It's been done by Jeremy. It's been done by Josie and thousands of other Craig Proctor members. So if you're a realtor in Palm Beach County, you do not need to contact Craig Proctor. You need to contact Jeremy and Josie. You don't need to contact me. They are doing everything that I would do. Okay. They've bought the system. They bought the brokerage. They have the systems in place. And if you stumbled onto this, consider this your lucky day. If you're in Palm Beach, Florida, and you've stumbled onto this today, this is your lucky day. For those of you not in Florida, again, you can do what Jeremy and Josie are doing. Maybe you want to be a better real estate agent, like make more money, and you want to be a real estate superstar. Maybe you want to grow a team, or maybe like Jeremy and Josie, you want to not only be a successful agent and then grow a big team, but you want to open your own brokerage. Okay. You want to have an entity that you can sell. You want to create equity in something that you own. Well, we have that for you as well. So no matter where you are, a beginner struggling, a veteran that's struggling, an agent that's doing well, but sacrificing their entire life to the real estate business, maybe someone that has a team and you're frustrated because you can't seem to get good people, or you put all this time in training them and they come and they go and you're kind of stuck in your business. This is about getting unstuck. You don't have to do it alone. All you have to do is make the phone call. Jeremy, give us your phone number again, please.
Sure. It's area code 561-351-6843.
That's it, folks. You call that number, or you can book a time with me. It's a free call with me and my team. Doesn't cost you anything. You're not obligated. We're not even going to try to sell you anything. Okay. We're just going to explain how this works. First of all, we need to know where you are right now in your business. So if you're open to sharing, it's like, okay, I've been in real estate for X number of years, and these are the things that I've tried, and this is my production, and these are my issues or my concerns. Wouldn't it be great to talk to somebody about, okay, we understand it. We hear that. We've heard lots of situations like this before. This is what we would do. This is what we would recommend that you do. And then you might say, yeah, well, how do I do it? We would show you what is possible. Okay. You can decide whether our approach makes sense to you. But I repeat this again. You're watching this for a reason. Okay. We're like over 30 minutes into this. Okay. You're here for a reason. So don't shut this down or go do something else. Pick up the phone and call Jeremy. His contact information is below, and I'll put my contact information below as well. And I recommend that you Google these guys. Okay. Check them out. Learn more about Jeremy and Josie. Okay. Talk to them about their business, how they get started. Don't be skeptical. Okay. Be open-minded, because if we can do it, you can do it. So final remarks, Jeremy and Josie, before we wrap this interview up. Jeremy, we'll go over to you first.
Well, super excited for the conference coming up, which is in a few weeks. Really can't wait. Can't wait for our team to be a part of it and experience it. I tell them all it's a life-changing experience. So yeah, I mean, I just want to finally say thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you for plugging the conference there. I forgot to mention that, but yes, October 20th to the 22nd, Craig Proctor Nation will be in Orlando, Florida. Okay. Now, we have an early bird discount that is going to expire any day now, but you can get information on Craig Proctor and our Orlando, Florida Super Conference, October 20th to the 22nd, by going to my website. If you go to craigproctor.com, you can get information and you can register there. What's the conference about? Well, there'll be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Craig Proctor members, many doing millions of dollars a year in commission income. You'll meet people that are brand new in real estate or people that are brand new with Craig Proctor. But basically, I'm on stage for 3 days straight. Yes, it's exhausting. We go from early in the morning till late at night. And I'm sharing the system and interviewing our top members to make sure everybody has clarity on exactly what they need to do to succeed here in a challenging market for a lot of you. So Josie, over to you for final comments.
Yeah, I just want to say, thank you so much, Craig, for setting up the system. I have amazing friends in the system, like Sydney and Gina and Nathan, and just so many people that I've met through the Craig Proctor system, Janelle, that I talk to every single day, and we go over all of our problems. I just love being part of the Craig Proctor family. I love how I'm surrounded by the best of the best all the time, because I really believe that if anybody wants to be successful in their real estate career, they have to surround themselves with the people that they want to emulate. And for Jeremy and I, that's you and Todd and Kristen. And we're very grateful to be surrounded by all of you. And for all of those realtors out there in Palm Beach who are thinking they don't know how to make money from their buyers, they don't know what to do, they don't know how to get leads, well, come join us. We are super successful. We are on a train that's going and it's taken off, and we're really excited. And we know that you can learn so much from us by surrounding yourself with our knowledge that we've gained from these amazing people. So come join us, give Jeremy a call, or follow me on social media.
Well said, guys. Hey, look, I really appreciate you taking the time to be on the Craig Proctor show here today. You guys have been fantastic advocates of the Craig Proctor system. You show up at all the meetings. You're great cheerleaders for the system. And I want to thank you for being a huge supporter. Once again, I want to thank everybody for watching this, okay? This is about what really works for real estate agents. I'm not about just motivation or accountability or that type of thing. We actually have a system that we coach you on, okay? I actually was a successful real estate agent. I sold over 10,000 homes. I was one of the top agents in North America. And I've know what it's like to sell real estate. I've been in the trenches just like all of you. I know the frustrations and I know the struggles. I believe that I better understand you than most of these other coaches and gurus who, some of them have never had a real estate license, or they weren't, selling 10,000 homes. They weren't one of the top agents in the country. So that track record enabled me to leverage into coaching other agents. Other agents wanted to know, hey, Craig, what do you do? How are you doing this? And I've thoroughly enjoyed this over the years. I love the strategy part of it. I love helping other people. You know, those 10,000 homes that I sold, I got lots of testimonials, and people would come up and say, hey, Craig, you did a really good job. You sold our house for fast, or you sold it for a good price. But the reward that I get here, helping other agents, it really has quite a huge impact on their life. And that is really gratifying to me, to be able to take people that are struggling, whether it's financially struggling, or maybe they're struggling with not with the finances because they're making really good money, but just feel like they're trapped in this success trap where they've given up their life to this, and they can't stop doing what they're doing because it's lucrative, but it is sort of destroying their life in a way. So I get that. I've been there. I've been in all these different places in real estate, and we'd love to have a conversation with you. So thank you once again, everybody, for watching this episode of the Craig Proctor Real Estate Show. If you're in Florida, remember to check out our super conference, October 20th to the 22nd in Orlando, Florida. And a big thanks again to Jeremy and Josie for doing this interview. Thanks, guys. And thank you for watching.
Good to see you in October.
Thank you. Thanks for watching the Craig Proctor Real Estate Show, everybody. Take care and have a good day.
Bye.